Hello, traders. Welcome to the Sunday stream. Futures market just opened about 12 minutes ago. Like for the U.S. stock market futures down a little bit. Meh. Bitcoin on the new hour pulled back, but it's really just noise on the weekend. But you can understand that just what we were talking about, this level being extremely important. Hopefully they could hold it. Just like here, it's being very well respected and regarded. So this is exactly where supply is. It's evident now, and after such a nice run from the bottom, there could be a pullback, right? If you just, I mean, how much has Bitcoin rallied off that lowest low from September 6th? I mean, a 22% rally in 13 days. That's pretty face melting for such a large market cap asset. And you are, as you can see here, it's not just the resistance, 63,588. I mean, what is that? Is it a joke, or is it, oh, it's extremely effing real. There's no way you could argue or deny that, right? It's there. There it is. Okay. But it's also the 200-day simple moving average. And it's also, you don't know, from your previous discernible swing high to low, what? An 88% retrace, mother of God. 886 confluent with overhead resistance from 2021, confluent with 200-day simple moving average. Gosh dang it. I'm tired of it, man. I'm sick of it. Such an overwhelmingly real level where there could be a reversal, right? It could be, right? Until we get new data, it could end up being the lowest high of downtrend. It could be. Here's your lowest high of downtrend before. Lowest high. Lowest high. I hope not, man. Right? I'm praying to God. October is up to October, right? Or this level, yeah, there's some supply here, but man, Wall Street, you know, they wake up and we're just breaching through this level. It's like boom, 69K, right? That's opium though, and we have to smoke a lot of it to get real high on the hopes of this market turning around, reversing the trend. You know, you look at these altcoins and they started doing something, maybe a higher low, but was it a higher low than a higher high? Not yet. Still like maybe higher low, but no higher high. So it's like trend reversal criteria has not been met yet. Failing to break resistances like Dogecoin. Give me a break, man. It's true. It's very, very true.
I like turtles.
Yep, that's a big level, man. Just wanted to go live to let you know. Doing something a little later, so it'd be very hard to be here for the weekly candle close stream. But hey, you know, better here than not. Here's that 200 again. I figured, you know, if you're gonna respect the channel, why not a little bit higher to 65 too? And here's like, okay, so talked about, oh no, resistance, overhead resistance too much, 200 too much, we sell off. Long as wherever the sell-off concludes, the buyers come in, please God, right? That's what we'll be looking for this week. If we are going to reverse here, which we don't know. I mean, there's not been follow through, but you know, it's a negative price action correlation to a key level, but again, weakened, so may not be anything, right? So if the sell-off occurs from here and we do draw down, we're just praying for a higher low than 57.5, 58.4. That's it. I mean, worst case scenario where everything could still end up being okay is some sort of like test of the heart line and then this perfect test of 58.4 as they, right? They tested 57.5 at the lows, you know, on the 16th and 17th. So what they might do, oh no, Laura, but then they run it down and it's like a 58.4 check back. Because we never really got the check back at the 58.4 perfectly. So maybe they do that. Like that's where we could still be okay. But the line in the sand still remains 57.5. Another line in the sand remains 63.588 to 64.9. That would be terrible. Oh my God, I can't imagine what happened to altcoins if that happens, you know, if we draw down that much. It's tough, dude. Like you just have to understand, like trend analysis, you got to go with the rules, and we got to make higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. All we're doing is most recently same low. Someone would say even a lower low, like on the candle close. I would say about same lows, same low, same low. So now it's like, all right, so let's find a way to put in a real higher low and then a higher high, and then we do it like one or two more times, and then it's like we're all good, man. But there's just so much more work that needs to be done for us to have a ton of confidence, right? Like even about like when I posted that, you know, talking about Wall Street friends, talking about, all right, risk management at 57.5, how? If you had to. It's like, okay, just stop loss below 57.5, entry was around 60K, you just let it ride until you get stopped out or until we're at 100K or, you know, whatever, 80K. So it's probably that simple still. So don't overthink it. Just know the levels. You don't want to own Bitcoin below 57.5 because that means, well, the context of falling below 57.5 this time would be after the lowest high in formal bearish backtest of 200-day simple moving average, 886 retrace from previous high to low. The context would be absolutely horrid if we found ourselves below 57.5 again. It would be, well, probably marking down to like lower low, 48K. Going to be tested. Yeah, downtrend would continue. Altcoins would be just underwater. So that's where we are, man. That's your update. What are you gonna do? Of course, we have an open heart and an open mind at all times with these markets, but we also really do respect trend analysis. You know, was having at one of those I don't know. It's like,
Is that a joint?
You probably can't because stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
totally legal. And then it was like this weekend was just having one of those, just like kind of like, what's going on, huh? What am I looking at? Am I looking at like, you know, the idea that maybe, I get it, yeah, flag, descending broadening wedge, yeah. But I mean, like, what if like one low, a rally, and then the valley, and then on the second low, you have a form of local confirmation. So it's like a double bottom, and on the second bottom, there's also a double bottom. One really good thing on the weekly, okay, in an hour 39 minutes, this will be confirmed. It's pretty much indubitable at this point, imminent. It's gonna happen. One of the most beautiful things you could have ever asked for on the weekly. So this is a good thing. So what about daily? I don't know, man. We're up against resistance, 200, 886, blah, blah, blah. But the weekly is like, wow. Bullish engulfing candle last week. This week caught a formal bullish back test of the key level, right? The line in the sand. It was confirmed as support, reconfirmed as support by market participants. And now follow through price action after the bullish engulfing candle. That's extremely good. Good price action, like promising for buyers on an extremely significant time scale. So daily, I don't know, man. Not, you know, okay, so maybe a little argument lowest high, but barely. But the weekly's like, oh my God, man, we've done it. We've done the impossible. We've done the unthinkable. The level in the sand, reconfirmed as support, and follow through on the engulfing. So no need to be like sad or somber. I'm just painting the, like, I'm looking at both sides here. Okay, daily's not as strong because you just had a 22% rally in 13 days. Okay, yeah, you get pullbacks after that, but they're probably, hopefully, short-lived. They're not like 23% drawdowns, right? Weekly's good. So, all right, and then the altcoins, some of them starting to become more than some, starting to become like a decent amount, are like you're witnessing potentially some bottoming structures starting to get painted. It's still really nebulous because the downtrend is still intact because they have not met the criteria of trend reversal, which is consecutive higher highs, higher lows after the bottoming structure. So you're definitely in some sort of purgatory on the alts. Bitcoin daily, can't say uptrend yet, but weekly, positive price action. Sub hardcore trader. The position would be you're long at 60K with a stop loss below 57.5, waiting to either be stopped out or for 80K plus. That's the only way to play Bitcoin now. I'm like playing the fact that this is the weekly bullish back test, reconfirm validity of area as support. That's all, and you're playing it for seasonality, right? You're playing it for 6 month long, you know, very controlled, tight consolidation in longer term uptrend. There's no value here really. The best value you have is all you can do. You're paying premium on Bitcoin. You just are. You had a long time last year to buy at deeper value areas. So you're a premium buyer on Bitcoin, but you're strategically owning it based on what's occurring right now on the weekly. And the whole argument becomes completely invalid when or if the price of Bitcoin falls below 57.5 again. Okay, that's, in my opinion, that's the only way you can do it. We don't know if Bitcoin's bottoms in. We don't know, but again, right here, that's kind of a signal. That's a piece of data that's very powerful. This is the 4 hour and this is the weekly. Both of them playing ball. So it's not about knowing where an asset's going next, just about price action. Hardcore trader on Twitch. Does that make any sense, dude? I don't know. Hit that follow button if you haven't. I don't know, dude. You know, it's Twitch. You're probably the only one watching over there. But dang, man, I didn't even look at the weekly really till now, and that's stupid. Stupidly good. Okay. It's just, right, weekly looks good, but the daily's like, all right, short term, it might be time to pull back, maybe like slightly, maybe a little bit, you know, whatever. It's not a big deal. We're not concerned with it. Okay. Bitcoin dominance took a dump this weekend, but has recovered. All they're doing is trying to recapture the little range here, 57.7. We're not concerned about it, man. We know 60% for years. That's been the target for literal years, okay? Wyckoff accumulation, whatever. Uptrend, gonna continue for at least a little bit longer, okay? Yeah, Bitcoin gonna outperform altcoins until we really can get, you know, I think a formal confirmation that the trend is truly returning to higher highs, higher lows on Bitcoin. Then that's when this will probably start selling off more, because confidence will return to the overall crypto market. The probability of getting rug pulled on altcoins will be lower when Bitcoin starts making higher highs, higher lows again. So we're just still waiting on that, right? We're in purgatory. We're still, here's your high, here's your 886 lower high at resistance. You know, like, we got to do something that's not what we've been doing for 6 months. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high. That's it. So again, when I think like Bitcoin starts making higher highs, higher lows again consecutively, I think that's when the Bitcoin dominance chart starts not doing very well. Okay, not as well, flat or lower. Okay. Bitcoin futures, I'm from the future. Here it is, delayed on this one, but yeah, this was fantastic. You know, oh no, what happens if, even if, I'm just saying, I'm not saying this is happening, worst case scenario, like, and everything's still fine, is you get that little test. Woo! You know how sexy that'd be if we got like a 59K back to a formal touch right there, that level, man. It'd be a 200-day simple moving average back test as well. It'd be a great entry for futures traders. Oh my God, easy to manage risk with tons of upside. But you may never get it, okay? You may not get it, right? The idea was there on spot price, and you'd be long right now, waiting to get stopped out below 57.5. That's it. So this is, futures are great above 57.6, 59K, right? Just wish we could get the luxurious higher high or higher low, one or the other, please, soon. That'd be great. What just happened? I heard a limit break. What's up, Shivin Data? Thank you for the sub on YouTube. What's up, bro or person? Bitcoin market cap chart, why not? We're up against that 200-day simple moving average. No higher highs yet, no higher lows yet on the daily, but still, and you're above 1.212 trillion, which means I think that's a pretty big deal, IMO. So if you want to see the former cycle top, you'd have to see a $1.3 trillion level. They failed to see that on the last rally in August. Okay. All is well. Everything's okay. Just still in the corrective structure here after the long run. Remember, 346% from the bottom. 15.5 to 74K. All right. Without further ado.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Yeah, thank you, Maxine. Okay, so lower low on the close, you know, September 6th from August 7th. Lower high, August 25th from July 24th. No higher highs yet. What would actually make sense in this situation is if Ethereum saw 2400 again for a test. We don't know if the test will succeed. You can fail your test, right? Yeah, you can be the dunce, but a successful test would look something like this. a check back to make sure what we just recaptured a few days ago flips to support. These are really good. If you see positive price action correlation there, you can start, constructing a trading plan at that level, right? Or, oh man, we're starting to get some good luck. We're back above it. Bullish engulfing candle. Follow through on the engulfing candle. Okay, stop loss below 2,400. Let it run to 29 at 3K. 3,500. You'd have targets. So it just nice little run, but pulling back today, bearish engulfing candle. Will be painted in an hour and a half if it stays the same or lower. And another thing, not even if there's not say they fail the test, right? You end up duncing. Okay, then give me some sort of type 2 here, where it's the M shape, the type 1, and then the discernible type 2, right? This would be the peak of that. So the peak that would give you 2 discernible major valleys at the 886, the price reversal zone. So a couple different things that would make more sense. I'd appreciate those rather than, oh man, this is it. Dang man, that was crazy. Just an M shape type 1. I don't think you can call that a type 2. And then it's just gone. Wow, it just completely reverses. It could happen, but M shapes, man. You never got a type 2 return. I'll tell you, man, you never got a type 2 return on this one. It was freaking nuts. Yeah. That's your Ethereum. Let's go to the weekly. It's not bad, actually. Let me hide this so it's just that makes sense on the weekly. But dang, man. Okay, so think about, you know what, man? This actually is kind of phenomenal. Think about kind of what they've done. I mean, this is a Japanese candlestick reversal of sorts. You can call it inverted hammer, morning star to a degree. I mean, that's a Japanese candlestick reversal.
Opus on daily. Thanks. 5.46448087 Phil.
Hello, Pat. Thank you. Him or her. That is a gender neutral name. Thank you, Pat. Please be sure to upgrade your fanny pack, the gender neutral. You don't wear a wallet. You don't wear a purse. It's a fanny pack. We'll look at OP, yeah, which did the spring back test stuff last week and was looking very interesting with a big old completed M shape. What's up, Goja on Twitch? What's up, everyone? Good to see y'all. So this weekly here is actually pretty interesting based on the fact of where this Japanese candlestick reversal has occurred potentially, right? The 200-week simple moving average, one test, a second test, and then the follow through this week. Very interesting. They've definitely violated that 200-week time and time again, right? They might do it again, but that's kind of normally the level where reversals occur at some point. Yeah. So promising weekly, at least for maybe 3K, that whole you're screwed if so think about $2,300 is the 200-week simple moving average. Keep that in your mind, right? It'd be bad to be below that. Okay. BNB had a good weekend, man. Wow. What about yesterday? Shoot, dude. Yesterday, highest daily candle close since August 23rd. Today, I mean, you're rivaling the previous high. This is wonderful. So all of a sudden, after the break hook and go, mind you, break hook and go off the inflection point, number go up, recapturing the 200-day simple moving average 2 days ago. Now it's all right, let's just run to 621, 638, and then all of a sudden there are no more, we're not making lower highs anymore. There's now more than before. Momentum shifted back into the hands of the buyers. No lower lows and no more lower highs. That's the way I want to see Bitcoin. Higher highs, higher lows. Give me a good trend, man. So well on the way. I mean, I hope we can make a higher high, man. We're close, dude. Divergence on Ethereum chart. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't looking at the oscillators. Nah, it's a little, you can't really tell. I mean, not yet. No divergence on the daily. Yeah. Maybe soon if they keep the positive Momo going, but so far it would just be, you know, it's the same or a lower high. It'd be like Class C hidden bearish divergence if it starts waning now, but it's building, so you can't even, it's too early. Way too much positive Momo to be declaring, hey man, yeah, we're probably diverging. Not yet. You got to be waning on the momentum and close to neutral to be like, yeah, mature divergence. You don't have anything yet. Anyway, BNB's weekly real quick. Gosh dang, dude. Fantastic, right? Like Bitcoin, but better-ish, kind of, because Bitcoin had BNB, Binance Coin, bullish engulfing candle at critical support. And what's happening this week? Follow through price action. Follow through. Did Bitcoin have a weekly engulfing? Sorry, maybe it did. Either way, this is great. Going for the highest weekly candle close since July 22nd or 15th. Buyers defended, man. Like, hey, below 500 bucks, there's an argument to not own BNB. A strong argument to not own BNB below 500, but above 500, you have a very compelling argument to own it. Okay, just like Bitcoin, above 57.5, you have an argument to own it. Below it, the argument is to not own Bitcoin. I think like Ethereum would probably be either 2,400 or 2,100 at this point. I don't know, because I would probably allocate my money into Sol, BNB, or Bitcoin over Ethereum right now. I know, you know, whatever. The weekly histogram on BNB is pretty interesting based on the fact we have not seen any positive momentum since early June. And that was all-time highs. And now starting to wane again, maybe. Yeah, I'm extremely interested in the BNB chart. You are this close to invalidating any sort of trend reversal, like which was bull trend into bear trend. You break 600 plus, there is no argument for trend reversal at all. So I think that's pretty cool, man. All right, Solana, which again was, remember it recaptured the level. And it's like, okay, I capitulated. Okay, we now have an argument to own Sol. There's an argument, and I know it's down 4% today. Yikes, it's awful, and it's not really great until I think we capture levels above 163.50.
Dude, can you check Litecoin? It's looking interesting. 0.00033313 BTC.
Robman, thank you so much for the 2101 Bitcoin contribution. Holy crap, thank you, man. We will look at it, and anything above 66, you have an argument to own it. Yeah, I guess.
So we finally used those damn things. 500.000000 while ago.
Support Mitch with crypto. Thank you so much for the 65.57 worth of Algo Rand. That's 500 Algo Rands. I'm gonna be a whale now. And just before was Rob with the Bitcoin, and then before was Pat with the FIL coin. Thank you so much for the crypto contributions. Let's go, dude. We're back, baby. Bitcoin gone green on the 4 hour. You don't want to see me when I'm angry, Mr. McGee, says Bitcoin. Again, the argument is to own Bitcoin now until below 57.5. That became pretty apparent on the 18th. I think that was, what was it? Maybe 17th, 18th was kind of the, yeah, that's it. It's like we long till we're screwed, which is 57.5, collapse below that, or till all-time highs, because that's it. That's the only thing that's going to happen now, right? Two outcomes on Bitcoin. If you own at 60K, you get stopped out 57.3. Oh no, crap.
Prime/used on Coinbase, please. Clinking coffee mugs. 6.180000000 Phil.
Junk coin aficionado. Thank you so much for 22.91 worth of file coin. The 6.18 file coins. How thoughtful, man. I mean, that's almost romantic, dude. Good God, wonderful. Can you imagine if a girl like bought you 6.18 of something and she knew? Holy crap, man. Wife her up. Okay, so we will look at these. All right. But Solana, after the formal spring back test, all the education, we did a whole educational segment last week on stream. It was wonderful. We caught some bids, right? Some follow through off the spring back test, which is exactly what we were waiting for. I mean, I know like on the 17th and 16th, I'm like, if this is a spring back test, where are the bids? It has to happen. And unless it's a failed low quality piece of crap spring back test, it ended up becoming a high quality spring back test because of that. Because the rally off the spring back test was stronger than the rally off the spring itself. So I like that a lot. And upside 190, I think, is the only thing you'd be targeting for here. Because if you're not hitting 190, you're making a lower high, and this thing's going to 130, 124, then 90 anyway. So, yep. That's all we can do. It's like the closer you were to 130, the easier it was to strategize and, an entry with optimum risk to reward, max upside potential, all that. And now we're off of that by a good amount. And now we wait for Bitcoin to moon or collapse, which would, you're stopped out below 124. So it's just like with Bitcoin, you own it at 60K now with a stop loss below 57.5 and wait till 80K plus. And on Sol, you own Sol above 130 with a stop loss below 124, and you let it ride to either you wait till it gets stopped out or you wait till $200 and beyond. That's the only play in crypto right now. It's pretty simple. It's very, very simple actually. It's like, duh. So you just, you're long on this and you're waiting for higher prices or to get stopped out. Okay, I know. Same thing. All right, so that was XRP, dude. But dude, it's XRP. Again, man, if you want, you can own it above 50. The line in the sand's 50. It's at 58 though, so good luck managing risk here, unless you got in at 50, 51 cents. I don't know, man. Like, you hadn't made a higher high yet. You're making higher lows now, though. So some spring back test stuff maybe going on. So there's a lot of resistance. So it's like 63.8 cents if they keep this going, then 73.25, then 76 cents after that. I don't know, man. To me, it's like I'd probably just rather own Bitcoin and Solana. Right? That's just my opinion. Like, you can get mad and cry about it all you want, but like, I'm be like, okay, I only have this much money, so I'm gonna like allocate it to Bitcoin and Solana, maybe BNB, and then XRP is like, I'd rather maybe like the capital that I could have allocated to XRP, I'm probably trying to swing for like a lesser market cap crypto with a really, really good setup, right? This like higher risk probably, but the reward could be higher too. And it's just kind of your, hey man, I got pocket aces, I'm all in, I don't give a crap, whatever. So we try to make yield, but it's crypto. So it's kind of like, hey man, if it's a momentum driven asset class and we're able to get in on a lower market cap crypto that has a really good setup that makes it, optimum risk management, why not, man? Why not? So I'd probably like rather own, like, if something like, I don't know, Avalanche or you name one, and if it looked really, really good, I'd probably own it over at XRP, just because I'll probably make more money on that trade setup than I would own an XRP, right? You see? So yeah, it's not easy, man. All of crypto is really down today outside of INJ, IMX, and Litecoin, which let's now just get into some of these requests because I do have to leave in a little bit. That's why I'm here early. Let's take a look at Jonathan's totals.
I like turtles.
Wow, the equidistant trend line that has been resistance, resistance, support, support, resistance for rolling over, support, resistance is being formally regarded as support today. Very interesting price action there. So if that's a real back test, 2.21 trillion, supply line of this big old equidistant channel, 2.2, then 2.3 above that, 200 moving. There's a lot of stuff, man. I mean, if you are in the green pasture, you are staring into a huge forest of trees, levels where there's potential supply like crazy. So that's a bet. My God, man, if we're breaking 2.3 trillion on total market cap, I mean, that is when we are playing crazy music. That's when you should really be getting hyped, because that does not just you breaking all this resistance. That means you are now finally, formally, for the first time in 6 months, making a higher high than the previous discernible swing high. I mean, it's so big of a deal if we're breaking through this stuff. So 2.2 to 2.3 trillion, my God, 2.31 trillion is party time here, okay? Okay, Bitcoin up against that 63,588 level, actually technically above it right now.
Bueller.
Pretty cool here, chat. I love this price action. Holy crap, it's wonderful. Futures open and then they turn it on. So breaking that, okay? You probably won't, if you do break this for real, you're not gonna spend much time till 64.9. If you break 64.9 though, it is a clean shot to $69,000. And then that's, I mean, that's really good, because if Bitcoin's breaking 64.9, I don't know if total's going to be breaking 2.3. It's probably breaking 2.21 trillion. But dude, I mean, up timber, seasonality. You had a chance to risk or manage your risk optimally with a bullish back test of 57.5, with that almost rising 3 methods, but it was a bullish engulfing candle, even though it didn't quite meet the criteria for rising 3 methods. You had the follow through off that engulfing, which is a signal, a confirmation signal. You had your chance. You've had your chance, and I just hope that it does the runaway thing where, all right, so what's a key characteristic of rallies on Bitcoin? Oh, okay, it happens so fast that like people not paying attention, not participating, not paying attention to stuff like this, they get left behind so fast because their runs are, right? What is it? On average, every year, Bitcoin has its most powerful, like, it only runs like crazy, like 10 days out of the year. 10 crazy days. So you had an argument, you know, for, hey, okay, I'm starting to get interested again. And at least Bitcoin. Ethereum, you know, Vitalik singing and pathetic performance. The Ethereum Bitcoin chart, not really there, but it is there on Bitcoin and kind of there on Solana. And BNB was good too. Here's that Ethereum Bitcoin chart real quick before we. Okay, yeah, they had this is what happens. What is this? They call that a little short squeeze, buyer inducing rally. And now it's working on a bearish engulfing candle. I mean, back below 4 million sats again soon, I'm sure, because Bitcoin will outperform Ethereum. Yes. Bitcoin's rally, you can almost book this, okay? Call me out if it fails, right? But Bitcoin's run from now, if it plays out where seasonality is on our side and it actually does the thing on the halving year and all that, right? Bitcoin will outperform Ethereum going to 75K, 74K all-time highs. It will. Ethereum will underperform.
As we lose ourselves in the rhythm of
Yeah,
the night,
so
we can't help but wonder about
you had an edge, you had one edge, it was the back test. And then it's like, we don't know. Like, it's up against resistance. It's like you just got to stick with what you own. You got to own at 60 like you did. And just forget about it, dude. Forget the fact that, oh, I might lose those gains, those small gains. You made 3K, 3,600 buying at 60. Just wait, man. Let it lose all of it. It's worth it. It's worth losing that IMO because of this technical indicator at the most important level in the world on this chart. And Ethereum, clearly, it's like, why own it? Why own Ethereum over Bitcoin? You wouldn't own Ethereum over Bitcoin right now. It'd be stupid based on everything we know and what we've learned about crypto over the past, I don't know, I mean, I'm 7 years now, okay? These cycles, they come and they go. All right, let's look here at OP for Pat. Yes, Pat with his or her fanny pack. OP down 4.19%. But don't worry about it, man. Don't worry. It's okay. All right, so something about, oh, and if you don't know, I'll plot this too again for fun, but this was very, very real. Excuse me, let me, whatever. Yeah, that was very, very real too. These were identified. This is type 1, type 2. I just got it. It was getting too busy. But like you've had these M shapes complete, then give us accumulation structures, signatures, and then they go. And they have huge waves up. And you've just completed another one, the largest of all of them. The largest of all the M shapes is here. And now we have that favorable price action correlation to key levels, right? Completing an 886 and a 1.618, by the way. 886 confluent with a 1618, it's freaking godlike. Okay, so recapture the level, then reconfirm the validity of the area as support just days ago, September 18th at 140. What was once resistance, support. Oh, wow. Here's what's crazy, man. Think about it. That 140 level right here, back in November of 2023, what did they do? They back tested, and then what happened after that back test? You can barely see it. It's right there. Number go effing insane. And you just got the same back test, man, of the same level after completing the same structure. So well off that 140 level, but bottoming structure being put in at levels that we covet. We want bottoming structures, favorable price action correlation to occur at retraces this deep. This is the sweet spot. If they call, I mean, between the 382 and the 618, the golden zone, I mean, we got to be calling the 886. There is no name for it. Well, let's like trademark this thing, dude. I mean, it's like the Jesus zone, right? This is straight up the Jesus zone, 886, 1618. How many effing reversals have we seen over all these years at the 886? Countless. Cannot fathom how many. More than any other level. So that's your OP. As long as 140 holds, you just got to go one at a time, right? 184, they reversed it there before. There could be supply there. 219, 220, that's going to be a level. If they ever break that, though, man, that's magic, right? 283 to 312 plus. So yeah, think about there's just probably other arguments too, like supply line was broken. It was probably like a wedge. Like, hey man, is that some sort of falling wedge kind of? Yeah, a little bit. And then they like kind of back tested the supply line as a demand line. There's more arguments. Like, you don't have to just go with what I'm doing. It's all positive narrative until, right? Positive narrative until key levels are recaptured by sellers, right? If the sellers recapture 140 below it, the argument is completely to not own OP. You don't own OP below 140. You don't own Bitcoin below 57.5. Line in the sand. Boundaries, man. I have in the chat for Pat. Hope you figure it out, Pat. You know what you are one day. All right, Litecoin. That again, if you're about 66 bucks, completely busted bearish stuff, which is really good. Really good. Oh my God. Okay. Very good. So it might be another fake out because you're still clearly at the top of whatever range they've got put in between 68 and 58. So yeah, like now with a bullish engulfing candle and follow through, someone could long this. Someone could long this, dude. Like, they could be like, okay, I'm just going to do it like this. I'm playing the bullish engulfing candle. So the bullish engulfing candle is completely invalid below the key inflection point, so you don't want to own it anyway. But right below it, it's an invalid bullish engulfing candle. And you could just run this thing to $76+, the 200 moving average. It's almost 3-to-1. Whew. A little tighter stop. You could probably get away with a 3-to-1, like with a $65 stop loss. So that's a huge statement candle on a Saturday, and then on a Sunday, follow through, confirming the bullish engulfing candle. But it's not just about those two things. It is really all about 66 bucks. So someone could strategize. They could construct a trading plan with pretty decent reward to risk in this situation. So there you go. Yep. Oh, and here's Bitcoin, 63,830. Again, 64,899 is the target at this point. Above this level, unless they're just confirming it on the 4 hours. Double tap. Neil says Litecoin is dead. Oh no, that's not Neil. Neil said, he said the opposite. LTCN is gonna pump. I don't know, man. Those derivatives are bad. They're so illiquid, and they don't like. I've seen it where Sol will be up 5% and G Sol will be down like 7%. It's weird, man. They're not really that good. But yeah, maybe they pump. It'd probably be better to just own Litecoin spot price over the Grayscale trusts. I say that as G Sol like made my IRA like godlike end of last year, early this year. But yeah, Litecoin above 66 bucks. Easy to construct a trading plan. Easy to manage risk optimally. That's it. Okay. What I kind of like is local price action. You got this. Like Dogecoin did the same thing. Right there. What is that? A little local higher low than the previous two lows.
Drum Brothers super chatted $50. Mitch, can you look at $Ron Ronin for me?
DRM Brothers, oh my God.
Hey Mitch, guess which price chart is seeing highest daily candle closes since May 2021? It starts with a V, it shall not be named, and it's not Voldemort coin. Peace the TA.
Lord Beerus, I didn't hear that or read that. I'm assuming you shilled something. Did he shill something? Yep, he shilled his Voldemort coin. Thank you, dude, for the threes. DRM Brothers, thank you for that $50 super chat. We look at Ron coin. Sure, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, that, right? That's kind of Dogecoin-ish. Local, higher low, more than before, but then breaking that level is like, okay, go for it, man. But just make sure if you're going to go for it, just please set up, right? Once you enter, just set up the stop loss at like 64.88 and let it go. And wait to be stopped out or wait for $77, 200 moving average. Okay. That is your Litecoin. Hype in the chat. It was a downtrend, bearish back tests of key levels, but then new data comes in, right? New data as in the higher low and then the recapturing, the engulfing candle with follow through, going for the highest daily candle close on Litecoin since August 1st. These are pieces of data that didn't exist 3 days ago. Do you get that? 3 days ago, this wasn't here. And all of a sudden it's here. This is how you have to be involved with these markets. You cannot just like, nah, I'm not going to look at the markets today. I'm good, dude. I'm fine. Okay, then miss out on engulfing candle, recapturing key level with follow through candle, making highest close since August 1st. I mean, you do that, it's like fine. But like these pieces of data can straight up change an entire argument. There are a good few days where it happens like that. I mean, you go back to Bitcoin. I don't want to spend too much time. I gotta go soon, but
Mitch has total 3 broken its supply line and back testing.
Let's go, Egg, dude. Thank you for the threes. Hold on a sec. We got to get through these requests. Bitcoin 63,995 right there. We're about to be seeing 64K. Come on, chat. We need to get
hype in the chat. Look here. Look, listen. Bruh.
Come on, dude. You're not hype enough. If you were more hype, Bitcoin would be at 64.9 already. Do you get that? But you're just, oh no, man, I'm good. I'm just gonna like hang out on a Sunday. I have no excuse to not get hype. Bitcoin pumps canceled due to lack of hustle. All right. What's up, Chip Flipper? Hey, Mark, man. Mark a lot, dude. On Twitch. Thank you for watching. Technoboy on YouTube. Zimpal. What's up, Brad? 702, dude. What's up, man? Leonardo. What's up, Boring Finance? Oh, the next one was Prime. My God, dude. Coach Prime. Holy crap, dude. I mean, Baylor's complete garbage, whatever, but, you know, you got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, even 0 seconds left on the clock and you end up hitting Hail Mary, pretty much twice. One was dropped by the receiver. The second one, I mean, good God, go watch that Colorado game. Incredible. So, all right, this is what I was talking about early in the stream briefly, okay? Talking about some of these altcoins are starting to develop bottoming bases, but the verdict's still out on them because they're not making higher highs, higher lows yet. They're not completely giving us a trend reversal signature. So something like this is really interesting because look, I mean, it's there. March 2023, that it got listed, whatever. Good positive price action correlation to that one level here and here twice. Before what? All-time highs, bubble, boom, and then the bust. But then the bust concluded possibly with a higher low. What would be really cool on this one if we were so lucky, like I think like you construct a trading plan if we got something like this. And if we got that or something like this, oh my God, I would lose my mind. And I'd be like, it's so easy to manage risk here. You have max upside. You don't want to own it below 693 because we
Time in the
understand what
market
happens
beats
below that
time in the
level.
market.
Hums, thank you so much for the $3.8 contribution. It's a very specific number. Could someone tell me the significance of that? Thank you, man. Yeah, so that's the line in the sand. Anything above 693, you're okay. One thing happened that was good, more than before. For the first time since March, we're seeing a higher low, but no higher highs yet. And that's why we would like to see. And then you'd have a 3 rising valleys, classic accumulation structure argument. If we got back down to 693, like, so on this one, you're a little too far away from the level, which I would prefer for risk management purposes. If we could get there, I would be extremely pleased and I would construct a trading plan, you know? Tight stop below that level and let it ride to 1066 plus. And that's about it on this one. Okay, so good. And the momentum has been recaptured by buyers, at least in the short term, at least on the bottom side, not on the top side quite yet. You got a pretty big sell wall at 927. A lot of supply here, as you've seen recently. Okay. But yeah, could be really good. They could be bottoming it out on Echelon Prime, the US dollar. Okay, look at that. Total, man, gone positive on the day. We are in Power Hour, chat.
It's time for Power Hour.
That's right, dude.
Who's this guy? Mr. Balloons. Mr. Balloon Hands.
That's Bitcoin right now, dude. We got balloons on Bitcoin. Ronin for DRM brothers. Romanian, no, I don't know do that. Ronin on exchange. You got something in? Nope, he didn't request a certain exchange. He just said Ronin. So maybe mix. Yeah, that's a lot of data there. Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh my God, man. Well, there you go. Easy to manage risk. We don't know if the trend's reversing yet. Right? We don't have enough evidence to say we're reversing to an uptrend again. You are in a downtrend, okay? But just saying, there's a level in the sand here, right there, back from April of 2023. They violated, but then they formally tested it as support. You have a spring back test. That's beautiful, man. The spring, the back test of spring, and a high quality spring back test due to the performance being, it's a higher high than the spring peak. So risk management wise, stop loss easily set around 138 or a little lower maybe, or a little higher, whatever. The line in the sand's 144 on this one. That's a pretty powerful indicator that could manifest into something beautiful. We just don't know. The next level, pretty clear here. Yeah, no argument. 189, 212, whatever. Yeah, I mean, those be probably your targets from here. 189, 212, I'm not sure above that. Probably a big old supply line they already broke, right? I mean, look, you do that. Yeah, look, they broke a mega supply. Bulkowski bump, baby, right? That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And kind of like they broke it and kind of back tested it too. Very interesting here. Yes, 140. We don't know if this is going. I mean, this could go to an 886 and it wouldn't be weird at all, right? It'd be so normal that this thing collapses to 80, we'll say 69 cents, 65 cents, 886 low to high up there. Yeah. But let's just say we get some sort of rally. We could go all the way up to 230 and still making a lower high than this high from July. So, I mean, I'm just telling you, like, short term, there could be consequences for this positive price action correlation to an unbelievably real level on the Ronin chart. I've never been here before in my life. So that's what I got for you. It's not about it looking pretty good. It's just more about positive price action. And you're a little far off being able to manage risk appropriately. You probably would have wanted to own it, buy it, like maybe on like the 18th or something. The other ones too, sold too. That was the last formal request, if you can believe it or not. Chat, y'all here? Everything okay? I hope y'all had a good weekend. Thanks for the 800 people tuned in. We're just hanging out, watching Bitcoin try to do things. What kind of things? The thing where, once again, chat, today, as of just moments ago, retesting that 200-day simple moving average, as we did for the first time in a month, a couple of days ago. You're doing it again. Very strong here. Very good. Going for the high. Bitcoin is going for the highest daily candle close since August 25th. Critical areas. This was the signal. If you wanted to do something, you had your chance at 60-ish K. And now you're so far separated from a level in the sand that it's very hard. Like, to enter now is using traditional technical analysis is like, how do you do it? You can't really. How do you strategically set up a stop loss when you're here? You can't, man. You missed the boat. You missed the comet of like, hey, that engulfing the back test, right? I'm here like monitoring this stuff and observing it and articulating it to you every day. No ads. We're just doing it, right? Solana too. It's just like every day checking on it. Do we take it higher? No, says market participants. No, you shall not pass. It's too real of a level. Don't know if I'm going to be able to see. I won't probably be able to see the close with you, unfortunately. But that's okay. At least I'm here. Been live now for 1 hour. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit the like button, the bell, that sub. Thanks for being here on a Sunday with less than an hour to go until the follow-through candle of the weekly bullish engulfing occurs. Follow through, right? And also formal bullish back test, reconfirming the validity of an area from history as support. Major development. Major development. Last week was huge. This week was just as important. Because if you get a bullish engulfing candle, you recapture key level on the weekly. And there's no follow through. And we're closing the week right back below 57.5. It was a never has been and never will be. But the fact that this is our candle is confirming that this bullish engulfing candle and the recapturing of the key level from history is very, very real. Confirmation and then more confirmation at the lowest low of the week. Spectacular, man. October, week away, seasonality. Let's get ready for 73.7 at some point, because that's how you're playing it now, sir, madam. You had your chance around 60K, 59 to 61K to take that optimum strategic entry with nice stop loss below 57.5. And you're waiting to get stopped out, or you're waiting for all-time highs. It's the only way to play it at this point. Still doing lower lows? about that. You could say that, but dude, it's almost like one test, a second test, a third test from sellers. They're doing so much and they can't do anything. Why are sellers spending July, August, September trying to break support, trying to break support for the third effing time, and now they're failing, and it's now being confirmed that they're a bunch of loser failures? This is new data, man. This is data, and it's extremely promising. Yeah, monthly closes in a little bit, so let's take a look at it. Dude, you can't even make this up. Oh my God. Well, wait, hold on. Let me go to the other one. I got all my data and visibility is different on these different charts. Okay, monthly Bitcoin on Coinbase. There we go. Dude, like chat, please understand the significance of, we got 8 days. I want to see if we're getting a bullish follow through candle after engulfing. I want to see where we're at in 8 days. But dude, once again, traders are never on the monthly, never settling up lower than that March 2021 high. Never. They're closing at it. They're opening at it. And yes, intra-month, falling below it, violating. But when it all is said and done, no closes below that level. And this is going on since March. And now you're above the candle high close from March 2021 and October 2021. That is not a bad thing. I hope you understand. Not bad. That's good. I mean, if you're playing the monthly, stop loss below 58.8 and letting it ride to wherever the F it's going to go. What's a 1.618, you know? Major 1.618 on Bitcoin. In linear scale, 101, let's just say $99,999 target. Above 58.8, 61.343 long enough. Yep. 90K, 1414. At least the 1272 is 83,426. That's probably right around where all-time highs is adjusted for inflation, due to the fact that the fiat purchasing power has just utterly collapsed since the last time Bitcoin saw 69K in November 2021. Yeah, man. Good stuff, dude. One thing that this is the inner autist, whatever you want to call it. One thing that just sticks out to me is this here. M shape in good context, not really that conventional, a 7861414, but they're confluent to the key of key levels of 53K. But then you just go back, man. You go all the way back to what put this community, put me on the map as an analyst, trader, whatever you want to call it, many years ago, and the exact same Fibonacci confluence on the legendary Gartley, the 1414 and the 786. %300 rally off that bullish Gartley. 33.43 to 14 plus K, or 13.874, whatever you want to say. Yeah. I think that's kind of crazy, and it has no meaning. You know, it's just me looking at it, identifying it, and be like, dang, dude, that's crazy. I don't think anyone in the world has observed that and articulated it to an audience. So why not me do it here? And we'll see what happens. So far, so good, right? So far, so good. It's not a cipher. Doesn't meet the criteria of a cipher. It's not a shark, and it's not a Gartley. It's an unknown M shape,
thanks,
informal M shape. What's up, Charizard? Bitcoin Cash. Well, in this on this one, if you wanted stop loss below 308, you haven't made a higher high yet, so it's like purgatory. Are we reversing here? Are we beginning? Momentum's starting to shift. It seems like positive price action correlations to an extremely real level, very, very real level. Goes back 2019, 2017. It's stupidly real. You got to understand what happens if they defend this level successfully, where it goes. It's crazy. So if you're above 308, you're safe. You're good. The closer you are to that level, the easier it is for an optimum entry for a trade. I mean, for real, probably 450 to 483 would be your target here. If you were trying to play this and long it, I think that'd be it. That'd be it. It'd be the C point, 460. What is it for? 458, whatever, and 483 to $500. Those are your two targets from here. If you were going to swing trade this, stop loss set up below 308. And letting it ride to these levels. That's about the only way to play it if you were gonna. Because once if it does fall below 308, you no longer have an argument to own it. You now have a compelling argument to not own Bitcoin Cash if it falls below that level. Okay? Charizard, does that make sense? Thanks, dude. Okay, see how real this level is? One day you'll learn, man. You'll all learn how real it is. Big shout out real quick to some patrons that have renewed in the past couple days. Aaron, thank you so much for the 2 months continued support. I really appreciate that renewal, man. It was your first month last month. You liked it so much that you renewed. Thank you, dude. Bickwit, thank you for the 7 months continued support. Mr. Black, thank you for the 5 months continued support. Dystro, thank you for joining for the first time. I guess that was on Friday night or something. Thank you so much, dude. Welcome to the Citadel/Patreon. 100% crowdsourced stream, so no monetization, no affiliate marketing links, no ads you watch, no sponsorships. It's just you and me and the charts. Been going that way for almost 7 years now. So we want to keep it that way. I mean, I'm not taking sponsorship. I'm not going to start monetizing on YouTube. No, dude. So yeah, joining the Patreon/Citadel is the single best way to support what I do, what my team helps me do. So, all right, sorry, my music stopped here. Guys, it's been good. Thank each and every one of you for coming out. Hopefully you understand what's going on, where we're at, what we need to do. Got to break 64.9, and then some really, really good things will be unfolding with a higher high for the first time in 6 months. So I'll be back. Thanks again for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Until next time, respect the T. A.